Why did I just blink and my eye got blurry? The fudge? Excuse me, 2020. I need you to stay focused, please. Oh my gosh. Anyway, about to go to a job fair. I know. I'm looking to put my coverall on so no titties will be out. No titties will be out. No glass cutters. Can't scare them off, Even though they're probably gonna be looking at me like, Bit, what are you wearing? But like, pedal like, bear with me. Like, I can't wear this. You telling me you don't want no fashion? Okay, this is fashion. Like, I'll give you a little back action. Like, do you know? Like, this is the things I like. You know what I mean? Personally, for me, when we say body type stuff, I don't have a preference for body type things. That's kind of, I mean, people have their preferences. That's cool and everything, but I really don't have I think it's odd. I do find it a little interesting when people do have like body types for people. But the thing is, like, my favorite outfit is body. Like, so if someone has more or less body, it doesn't, you know what I mean? I think you're working. If you working it, you working it. But I digress. Okay? I digress. I got this on. Okay? And yeah, my favorite outfit is body. So this is nice. It's a nice little coverall, for my thing. But it's showing some, like, And then what's interesting is because I wore this and I wore this for work. But the thing is, we went to a museum, so I thought it was artful and tasteful. But also, I forget I am at work, and these aren't my most. This is still conservative to me. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'd be going out booty chic all the way out, because I just haven't found something that fit me that way that I like. Like, you know what I mean? It's like cutting off the booty cheek. It's not showing the act. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want something that I can walk in. I'd be like, oh my gosh, my booty jiggle. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I be wearing loose clothes though, because like, let the body be free. But yeah, I didn't think it was risque because look, it's still covered. I still got covered. Like, you know what I mean? Coochie wasn't all the way out. like titty. Like, I covered the titty. They out. They poking. The glass cutters are out. But still. We're gonna see. We're gonna get this job, okay? This is so hopeful thinking. We're gonna get this job, okay? Because, like, but anyway, I thought it was cute though. Like, it's showing off what I like, okay? I don't have a preference for things, but what I do like, I like seeing rolls. I do like seeing the back. Like, I love the back. I love a thigh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love a back. I love a thigh. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I got the leg. You know what I mean? I got the leg out. I got the back out. You know what I mean? It's flowy. You can still see kind of form. Like, you can't really quite see it here. But in the light, like, you know what I mean? It's shadow. Like, you can see the body just a little bit. But it's, like, implied, It ain't, like, full-on body. Like, you know what I mean? Tight. But it's, like, implied. I find that, like, really romantic. And I feel like that's the thing as well. Like, I wore this stuff to the museum because I'm romanticizing my life again. Like, when I'm painting and everything, it's great and everything. But it does get a little bit monotonous because it's like I'm wearing the same paint clothes and I'm trying to, like, I'm adding more stuff to it, which is great, and I'm like, customizing it in a way, but I want to wear these clothes. And not gonna lie, I haven't been going out on the weekends, so I'm like, I'm staying and taking care of myself. But I also see how that works in capitalistic ways, because of the fact that it's meant for you to burn out and not to socialize with people. But also, it's like I have to admit to myself I'm a little bit burnt out. I gotta admit, you know what I'm saying? Capitalism did his little one too, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't help that I'm just used to being isolated in general, so it's a whole thing. But anyway, we're gonna get this job. I can imagine they're gonna come in here and just see my face like, what you getting? Like, what job you doing? I would like to be, I came here to be, what do you call it? Fudge, customer relations. And we're going to inquire about these jobs. I'm here to be a ticket holder, gatherer, and usher. Excuse me, I am qualified. I am more than qualified. And look, don't be intimidated. I'm here for the job, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can imagine. You see how confident I am, but then I'm going to be sitting here like, so like my brain is just going to blank out. I'm just going to be sitting there looking at them like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on here? Oh, Lord. Anyway, this was the fit. This is my conservative. It's romanticizing life just a little bit, you know what I mean? Show a little body, a little implication of body with the shadowing, and like I said, oh my gosh, the back out, oh my gosh. It just does it for me. Yo, someone had an art post, right? And they were saying like how like get your art and everything, you kind of have, like, not saying you kind of have to, but in a way, like when you create yourself as a muse for yourself, it's like there's some form of narcissism in a bit, like, you know what I mean? But it's like, dang, I can't appreciate my body. Like, it's an interesting thing because it's like I feel like I kind of grew up with like being like intentionally in my head like trying to take our ego to be like taken away from me in a way, or like, so it's like weird. So I'm like, how much ego do I have? Like, is it like, I wouldn't know, because it feels like I really don't care, so I'm gonna post whatever. But also it's like at the same time, like, I need to be showing off just a little bit, you know what I mean? But it's like because I can, and I'm like, dang, I want to showcase myself like that. And most of the pictures, like the early pictures, are like blurry and stuff, and now it's like me stepping into it. So I think some people feel uncomfortable by it because of the fact that they've also kind of pigeonholed me in that. And it's like, dang, I'm just here to go and showcase myself because, hey, I can showcase myself. It's my narrative now. I'm not here to go and try to make this person look good, that person look good. This is me. Like, this is stuff I do and I've been a part of. That's great and everything. Not saying this is me, because you will probably never be able to get the full me. You know what I mean? You're getting snippets of my life. You're not getting the full me. When you see me dancing on the Instagram, if you see me dancing on the internet, so yada yada yada, that's parts and pieces that are with me when I'm comfortable by myself and in my being. It's not when I'm social and I'm like running around everywhere. When I'm around people, I be freezing up, and I'm also like trying to be aware of stuff, because some people be doing some sneaky stuff, and it's weird because like it's extra intentions that I didn't expect to be there. And I didn't think there was gonna be like games being played, like, you know what I mean? So I'm just sitting here trying to be aware, and sometimes I let things slide and I don't really care because I'm like, in the grand scheme of things, it's gonna matter. Like, I just distance myself, right? But it's like, dang, like, it's very odd. So I do freeze up a bit and kind of blank out because I'm just like trying to absorb, or like trying to get a sense of everything. And then also I'm just not comfortable. I just don't feel like some people are able to facilitate me, and that's okay. That's okay. So I'm trying to I just try to like do a temperature check with things. And yeah, not only that, I'm not saying like that's the exact reason, or like that's the reason why I can't socialize, because this is the thing for me. It is always like, we could always like reflect and be like, it's a me thing. I have to be comfortable with myself to feel comfortable, and that I can trust myself navigating these situations and uncomfortable situations that I have already navigated. It's just like, I feel like one thing I talk about, and I talked about with therapists and stuff like that as well, is just saying like, oh well, I apologize. It's a thing of being trusted with myself, like I said, trusting myself with these things, and being like, okay, I'm capable of, like, you know what I mean, navigating that. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I lost my thought for a second, but I got it now. Because I was gonna say something different. What I said to her was, oh my gosh, it was right there on the tip of my tongue, yeah. I was saying, trusting myself. It's like right, like I was literally about to say it too when I was thinking about it. Like when I was just saying other stuff, I was just thinking about it too. Fudge, hold up. I was talking about trusting myself, being around people. It was right there on the tip of my tongue, and I was about to say, like, it was coming up on my mind. Like I was talking and I was like thinking about it too. Oh, got it. I was saying like societal stuff, because oftentimes I don't want it to be performative for like society and things of that nature. Like, some person wants to like take you out yourself to go and make you, like, you know what I mean, they want you to perform how they would perform or react to something, and it's like, dang, maybe that's not how I'm feeling. Like, I'm not gonna actually do that, you know what I mean? I could like, on a level, I could be like, I don't really care for that. I'm not gonna perform or try to like get out of myself so you could see a part of me, or want to like poke a part of me that I'm like, you know what I mean, it's not really there. Like, some people want you to be reactive, to see, like, you know what I mean, try to see what, you know what I mean, just try to push you and try to just, it's because of the fact that some people don't believe like who you are, and they want to test you basically. And I was saying, I'm just trying to make sure I'm clarifying this. I just don't want it to be something like performative. Like if my reaction is performative or something, like, you know what I mean? I think about like my cause and reaction things, and like, oh well, that's what someone wants you to do. Am I gonna go in ease or like play into that? And it's like, no, like I could care less. I'm not gonna play into that or think that's like a power thing that I'm gonna or want to be a part of. Because like, why the fudge? I could just eliminate myself, and you have no power in that. And it's bringing that power all the way back to me, because I'm like, I'm not even gonna waste my energy. Like, why am I gonna waste my energy? Also, it's a thing of like, some people want me to go tell someone about themselves or like things that they did wrong. It's like, if you can't see how different perspectives of how that could be wrong and stuff like that, it's like I can't be the one to tell you that. And it's like there's some guilt because I'm like, ooh, like, because I do want to be able to like let people know about themselves and stuff like that. Because it's like, hey, this is an opportunity. But also it's like, dang, if you can't get out yourself and see like overhead perspective of things, and like how you just draw, then I can't do anything about that. You know what I mean? It's purity politics, and like thinking like, oh, I'm greater than now, and that like, oh, there's some like I need someone to be lower than me. There's a hierarchical thinking, and it's weird because like, why is there hierarchical thinking? We're all humans, right? And like I said, what I'm saying just now with the saying the guilty and stuff, all this stuff could be contradicted, and like, you know what I mean? And we could also know it with myself, because I would like community that could talk to me about things, right? But also I'm not giving that as well. Because like, I want someone, like, not saying I want someone else to figure it out, but I'm like, I'd be so like, I forget the exact word, but I be so disengaged and like so. I forget the exact word for it. It's a type of attachment style. And I'd be so avoidant. There we go. I really am avoidant with things, and that's a problem. And I'd be really indirect with things. Like, for example, I don't want to go in. I feel like some people are trying to pressure me into like telling like the things I do for community and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna say the things I do is like, it's kind of far away. I set something and I like back up. But I don't even me saying this on camera is like annoying to me, because it's fact like I don't want it to be something that's like, oh well, I did this and this and this. Like, you know what I mean? If it was genuine, you don't have to go and try to hold that over someone's head. Like, you know what I mean? Yes, we can do it and use it to note things, right? To clarify, but I'm not gonna be just being like, oh well, I did this and this, because like, why the fudge do I need to go and tell y'all? It seems performative to me if I have to go and tell y'all what the fudge I be doing. Like, you know what I mean? It's performative in a way. Yes, let people know what's going on, but I'm not gonna be sitting here trying to like, it's a genuine place. I'm not gonna, and this is the way I can engage with community at this moment, because social battery, and then also just being like around people is something, like I said, I'm quite uncomfortable with at times. So it's like I try to do that, and it's like, it's a way to engage or contribute, but also step, like, you know what I mean? It's also for me as well, because I'm not gonna be, not everyone's an extrovert, not everyone's up in people's faces like that. So like, you expected different people with different abilities to go and do the same thing as a cookie cutter example, and it's not gonna work. I refuse and rebuke me. Like, there's more types of ways to be involved in the community than having to be face to face, even though it's great. And I do prefer like having some verbal communication face to face, because we can clarify things. And also through text, it's like, how I used to text is very different from now how I text, because like, I used to be like not cut dry, but like I feel like I'm very anxious, right? And then if I'm anxious on text, it's kind of tough to be like, you know what I mean? I'm just texting that, and it kind of makes me cringe a little bit, because like I do want to like make sure I'm clarifying everything and making sure it's clear, you know what I mean? But also I'm like, fudge, I don't have to keep over justifying, trying to make sure like it's understood. So sometimes being face to face is great as well, just to clarify. But that's all I had to say. That's what came on my mind, and I'm glad I was able to like come out here. I'm one with nature, you know, I'm with the steps, you know. I didn't record this like how I was taught to like record. You're supposed to do it horizontal so it could, you know, be transferable in a certain type of way. But yeah, I'm just glad I was able to record and say these things off my chest. It's very refreshing. This is the type of videos I used to do, and it's just like the ranting videos, and this is me without weed, which is great, because that was just the things I used to do, just be out in nature, smoke, and then just have talk and stuff like that. But this is great that I'm able to just sit here right now. I'm able to talk to y'all just like this. And these are things I really wanted to talk about and get off my chest. It's so important to be able to have that verbal connection, especially when it's not something that is used or worked out as much. So I'm very proud, I'm very happy, and well, not happy, I'm not gonna say happy, but I am very content. I feel like that would be a better word, to be able to do that. Oftentimes, also, I'll say this, I'm not like a person that's like, oh, I'm proud, or like I really get to seep into the things that I've done, because I feel like I just have, not saying, I forget the word for it, but it's like, not saying it's impertinent, but it's like, okay, that's done, and I can keep it going. And I was talking to the therapist about like just reward and stuff, because I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna eat it anyway. Like I was talking about like an ice cream sandwich, and I'm like, okay, I filed a submission for a grant, and I didn't get it. Just side note or fast forward with that, I didn't get it, but I did that work to go and put it through and like submit it, and I wasn't accepted, which is okay. But it was just that work that I was like, okay, get that done and give myself a reward. I had a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich, and that was my reward. But something in my head was like, I was gonna get it anyway, like, you know what I mean, type of thing. Cause I'm like, it's in the freezer, I'm gonna eat it. Like, but on a note. So it's just that, and it just be like, okay, like also, I don't know, I just feel like, you know, you do have to reward yourself for things, and that's great. But I just did feel like I was like, okay, next thing, I gotta do the next thing. Not really taking a moment and giving myself the flowers for things in that nature. Because I'm like, okay, that was something I was supposed to do. You know what I mean? This expectation, I'm supposed to do it. You know, it's anyway. Anywho, it's a 17 going on 18. It's 18:07, 18:08. Time goes on. Anyway, this video took a little longer than I thought. The time on the clock is 5:56. We came here early though. I believe it ends at 8, and I'm just gonna pop in there. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of scared that they're gonna go and say something about my outfit, or like don't be hating, please. Just because I'm dressed up like this don't mean nothing. This whole fit is thrifted, except for the leggings and the headpiece or the head wrap. These, we could both say they're beauty supply. These were beauty supply store. This was actually, I believe, from CVS. Like, you know, just the head wrap thing, Jay. But you can get it from beauty supply. Look, babe. When I tell you whole thing for thrift, y'all, let me see what things were from which. These were for Buffalo Exchange. Philly 8's Thrift. These two pieces, this was $5 from the Urban Exchange Project. This was from the dollar sale at Urban Exchange Project. Like, even these earrings right here, these beautiful earrings, I just got these yesterday, no lie. They're clip-ons, and if y'all know, I have small ears, and currently I haven't really told anybody this, but I am trying to let some of my ear piercings go and heal so I can get them re-pierced, because the first time I did it, it was with ice, and it was at a DIY at home thing, you know what I mean? I had my sister and my mom did it, and it was a whole thing. The first one was really hectic, but the second time was, the second time went by fast and smooth. That's because they pressed it down, but like still, I have small ears. I need to make sure my placement is actually correct for it. And alright, because yeah, anyway, anywho, I wanted to read, you know what I mean, we gotta let things breathe for a second, and then I do want to go and actually get it done correctly. And the second earring, you know, I told them, like, I'm like, you gotta look at it, and then they kind of did it, so they can go and kick rocks if they want to, but I digress. anyway, I digress. The blueprint was kind of messed up, but I was trying to let them know, like, hey, like, look at this, like, so I'm not totally mad at like the next one I had, but I do want them to heal up so I can get them done. So if y'all don't know, I have small ears, and the piercings were a little and these clip-ons are perfect, so yeah. All right, let's go. Who's that in the back? Who's that in the back? Who's that in the back? I'm kind of happy. Springtime is bringing it back. Like, it's bringing back the noodle in me. You know what I mean? I'm happy about this. Like, noodles is coming back. Even just like the vocal things like that, it makes a difference. Anywho, I'm fitting to leave. It's 21 minutes on this clock of how long I've been recording. Very proud with what I was able to get off my chest. We're gonna get out here, we're gonna get this job. They're gonna be looking at me crazy. I'm be sitting there like, I want the job of an usher. I want the job as community relations. What you need me to do? Let's go. I just need to figure out which way. Alright, I'll see y'all. Bye.